Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ride Ahead, and today I'd like to talk to you guys about how I went about obtaining my first motorcycle as an independent 20-year-old. And from day one, I realized that I wanted to be on two wheels and feel that pure freedom and adrenaline that honestly I think that you can find nowhere else than being on two wheels. And it all started with me watching other YouTube motovloggers, and other guys talk about their passion for motorcycles. And after doing some research and everything, I really realized that motorcycles aren't the cheapest thing in the world. And I soon had to realize that I was not going to be able to afford that unless I did some serious saving. And also what helped me reach that goal is selling other household items on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and apps such as that. And after doing that for about a month or two, I realized, okay, I can actually be able to afford one of these motorcycles and join this community. So after looking at a couple of dealerships, I really realized that I fell in love with just the look and the feel of them after sitting on them. Mind you, I haven't rode a motorcycle since I was probably 13, 14 years old. I had a little dirt bike that I used to rip around, but that was a completely different story to the kinds of motorcycles that we're riding today. So one of the biggest conflicts that I ran into was deciding on if I wanted to start off on a 600cc or a 300cc. And I know that it's a highly controversial topic, and I want to kind of break down for you guys my thought process on that whole dilemma. So when I looked into the 600cc's, I was thinking, sure, I could get a 600cc and rip around on the highway going 160, but according to my wallet, I would have had to obtain it via Facebook Marketplace or somewhere where I could get it a lot cheaper than a dealership. And the problem with that is you really never know if something's wrong with it or not until you take it home, ride it around, and then you hear some clanging going on and you have to put in hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars just to get it back on the road. So that made me kind of think, wow, do I really want something used and affordable, or do I want something newer? And that's why I kind of started to lean towards the 300cc's, because from the dealerships, they're really practical and they're really affordable if you're just getting into it and you want to get out on the road in under $10,000. Then I would highly suggest going with a 300cc's. And also, with my personal experience, I've had my bike for about a little over 2 weeks now, and I'm absolutely in love with the 300cc. I'm able to really get a feel for taking turns and cornering, as well as just on the straightaway getting to go through all the gears, because on a 600cc, you're going to be hitting second gear and you're already going to be going way over the speed limit, which in my eyes just isn't worth it. I would rather get a true feel for going through all my gears and really understanding how my clutch works and how everything works for me. And so far, it's been a great process and a great journey. And I absolutely love learning all the new things that I need to in order to take care and maintain my bike. It's just been a great journey, and I really wanted to include you guys in it, and I'm so thrilled to be coming here with you guys, providing you this content just to inform you about how you can do anything you want to. As long as you set your mind and your heart to it, you will accomplish it. You might have to make some sacrifices, but I promise you that in the end it'll be worth it. So after doing all my research and realizing that I really wanted one, the next step for me was I had to get my motorcycle endorsement. So I headed on over to the DMV, and after some studying, I took the test and I was able to pass and get my endorsement. And then after that, it kind of started to come to me that this was really going to happen and that it was really starting to move in the direction that I was looking so forward to. And then after that, I needed to obtain some gear. I needed a helmet, I needed gloves and boots. So I headed over to my local motorcycle shop, and I was able to get a really good deal on all those items and still be way under my budget, which was a huge win in my department because, I was getting closer to getting on two wheels and just feeling that extra freedom that I needed in my life. And so the next step for me was to convince my parents that it was a good idea to get myself a motorcycle. And boy, was that a tough obstacle because they were not too happy about it. And my father rides a Harley, which I don't ever want to talk about. And if you ask me about it, I will deny that anything ever happened. But anyway, after about a month of having sit down conversations with them, they kind of began to realize that this was something that was going to happen and that I needed to do it for myself because I needed something extra in my life. I wasn't really doing anything. I was sitting at home. I was doing my classes online, and I just needed something to get out and bring me a true sense of happiness and joy, which is exactly what I needed, and I'm so happy that I went through with making that decision. So after some bargaining with the local dealership, we were able to agree on a price on my new 2020 Yamaha R3. And once I filled out the paperwork, it was then mine. And the next problem that I came across was that I had to drive it home in one piece. And prior to the day I bought the motorcycle, I've only test drove a couple. But what really helped me through that whole process is watching other videos and also talking to a couple of other riders about everything I needed to know about how to ride my first motorcycle home safe and sound. They were very helpful, and everything I needed to know, I felt like I knew, and I felt like I was ready to try it out. And thankfully, my lovely girlfriend was with me when I went to the dealership, so she was able to follow me on the way home. And honestly, when I first hopped on and went my first couple miles, it felt like I've already been riding for a year. Everything went so smoothly and everything was nice. I only stalled out, I think, once or twice that whole day because I had to spend the rest of the day riding around on my new set of wheels. I mean, come on, like, you have to, right? And ever since then, I've been taking it slow every day. I've been going to parking lots, working on my first gear maneuvers, stopping and turning, swerving, things like that, just being safe. And otherwise, just going out for rides on back roads and even some highways just to get a real feel for the true power that my bike does have. And a lot of people say that they're not capable of keeping up on the highways, but I can definitely tell you for sure that they are, and that it's giving me everything that I've needed from it and so much more. It's been a great learning experience, and my next step in the journey is to obtain a mic so I could put it inside my helmet. That way I can actually provide you guys with live motovlog feed, and we can continue the hype and we can continue that positivity because I want to spread it to everyone, and I want to get rid of that stereotype that motorcycles are mean and that they're death machines and everything, when really it can be an amazing opportunity to bring you happiness and also spread happiness and positivity throughout your communities. And now wrapping things up, I know I've been talking a long time. I really just wanted to fill you guys in on my whole process of obtaining my first bike and all the excitement that it's brought me ever since. And it really is truly life-changing. And I just wanted to tell you guys that even if you're looking into getting anything new or want to change your life at all, that you are able to do so, you are capable, and that no one's going to tell you you can't, because you can. You can literally do anything in this world. As long as you put your heart and soul into it, you will get it. And I know I said that before, but it's true. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time out to hear my story on how I got my first bike. And if you like the content that I've created today, please give me a like down below. Feel free to hit me with all your questions and comments down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can join me on my journey through having my first motorcycle and see where it takes us. Thank you again so much, and remember, ride ahead.